When I was a boy, everybody knew what a downwinder was. We were the anti-nuclear capital of the world. I was an autistic kid. My father was a drafted United States Marine, an incredible man. I come from an incredible family. My uncle stood on Omaha Beach on D-Day. I grew up on a huge ranch out by the lake. He was a beautiful, incredible person. He was at Pendleton, combat ready, and they were human guinea pig. They were marched into the trenches in Nevada. They're called atomic veterans. He nearly died at the blast. Between 1951 and 1968, we had 300 open-air tests. Well, as different scientists started to write about this, Wallace Stegner was at the University of Utah at the time. I got to know him. Edward Abbey was hanging around there. I got to know him. I got to know all these environmentalists, and I was an environmentalist. And it was a passionate, intense subject matter there.
All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. Bloomgate, 311, whatever you want to call it. I call it Pacific genocide, whatever. It's fucking giant conspiratorial across all demographics. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. Bloomgate, 311, whatever you want to call it. I call it Pacific genocide, whatever. It's fucking giant conspiratorial across all demographics. They'll be calling you a radical. May God have mercy on all of your souls.
Nuclear power was evolving. We were promised, oh, this can't happen.
All we hear is radio goo-goo, radio gaga. That's all that's out there. You know, for real. 99% of everything that's in print media, YouTube, podcast, radio, it's babbling, ridiculous, regurgitated. The analysis of that is bullshit. I am blown away at people still trying to come up with the problem. This is how I said it the first day of Fukushima happened, second day, third day. Mark my words, 4.5, 5 years from now, they will be saying exactly what I'm saying today. How can you not see? How can people not see? Are they that ignorant? Are they blind? Because they don't think for themselves. They're waiting for somebody to think for them. The television, print media. I mean, and think about those people. All they're regurgitating. Nobody does any work. It's just regurgitation, the analysis of the bullshit, wrong analysis, spin it up, one down the other. It's so outrageous that people are still, after all this time, have you seen the fucking debt lately? Have you seen the debt? Politicians, people don't even talk about it anymore. It's the new norm. We've accepted, oh, it's okay, I'm not starving to death. I haven't left my house. I just pop some pills and go to sleep and just live in this facade fairy tale world that everybody's comfortable with. It's unbelievable. Is it the common for everybody? Oh, we're just burned out. We're tired. And there's nothing we can do. I guess we're just going to all die of cancer. The environment. What a bunch of baby bomber pieces of dog shit. I don't hear anybody ever. I talk about the answers every day. Every video I do, I talk about the answers. They're very simple answers. The answers for all of this. I don't hear anybody ever talk about answers. And it's the bitch and moan, crying, fucking stomp your fucking feet, fucking still trying to figure out. I mean, these fuckers are still digging into the fucking Rothschilds. They're still digging into the fucking so-called Illuminati. I mean, how many fucking, wow. You know, and I always go off on that Jesse Ventura analysis. It just shows you how ignorant the American populace is. Now, when I was in Europe, they're not fucking ignorant. It's amazing to me. They're like we were in the 50s and 60s. It's amazing, the difference, because they're educated. They have their self-confidence. They're not fucking working 65 hours a week at some dead-end bullshit job. They don't have fucking slaves from fucking Mexico fucking doing all their fucking labor for them, fucking exploiting them and fucking gutting the fucking tax base. You know, it's like I was arguing with a guy yesterday, a professor no less, stupid fucker. You know, this whole capitalism bullshit. I says, okay, if America's fucking ever been capitalist, what the fuck is property tax? That's not capitalism. That's socialism by fucking, well, it's neo-feudalism. It's a neo-feudalism. Don't tread on the fucking Queen's Forest. When I was walking up the coast, sleeping in the redwoods, the one main redwood thing, $40 fucking a person they want. I'm like, fuck you. Just walk around the corner and sleep in the other little one. 40 fucking, don't tread on this Queen's Forest. I mean, and then people don't take care of it anyway. They're fucking pigs. They're disgusting. Throw garbage around, fucking, I mean, it's unbelievable. In Europe, they have street sweepers. People. And machinery. They're good jobs. Some of the best jobs you can get. They have, talk about social safety nets. So the thing where people are confused here in the United States, because the box, they can't think for themselves. And Fox News is taking these fucking abused children, dumber than fucking dirt. CNN's just as fucking bad. And you're getting an older population. They know that. They're bowing to advertisers. The one thing that Lisa Ling, she lied to me to my face, which I knew she was lying to my face. But she did say something. We have advertisers answer to. That's the problem. It used to be, it's the tail wagging the dog. They're bound to advertisers. Advertisers know who's watching. They know it's a bunch of old fuckers. They know as you get older, you get more fucking conservative and more fucking, paranoid. It's just the human mind. They know that. That's who they're bowing to. They're selling to fucking 70-year-olds. Nobody else is watching. No one else gives a fuck. So that's who's fucking pushing the stories. They're like, fuck, we need fucking more made-up fucking fear fucking porn. Make up some more fear. And YouTube proves it. I mean, there's about 15 fucking, more than that. There's fucking hundreds of fucking YouTube sites that I started that people have spun out for me. And they've got AdSense accounts. And you can't blame them. They're trying to make a buck. More power to them. I don't mad at them. I mean, do what you got to do. I mean, some of them are shills and rats, but some of them got AdSense accounts. They're trying to make some money. And they've experimented. They're like, hey, we report like Kevin, and reality and truth, nobody watches. But we fucking fear porn, and we go into psycho fucking, oh, fuck, they're all over us. They eat it up. They go fucking crazy. So that's what they do, because they're trying to make a buck. So does the fucking television, network television. So does fucking print media. Fuck, they've got to survive. They've got to make money. So they think, which they're wrong, they're listening to the big data that's based out of these fucking rat Mormons who took all the fucking money, and they're telling him this. And then you've got Google, which NSA and CIA can treat control of the fucking media. Well, I can prove it. NSA has complete control of fucking YouTube now. Complete fucking control. And I told everybody this was going to happen when Barry Antoinette went to fucking Stanford, the private institution, and he signed the executive order. He signed the executive order turning the fucking internet over to Homeland Security. They ain't got to tell fucking Google anymore. They ain't got to fucking ask. They just do it. So they control which videos are placed. They're playing fucking all kinds of dirty fucking games. They got guys in there that they're just sitting around. That's what they do. They're placing different videos in different places. The view counts, playing games. I had a fucking video that I did in Vienna that was getting about 250 views a day, every fucking day. And I have software, through Google, of course, you can't believe anything from them, that identifies where the source comes from. Source is just fucking, the search engine, where they're all coming from. So I have independent people look at it. Hey, where's this thing still placed at the top? Fukushima News, yeah. How is it possible that it goes from 250 to 0 in one day? It's not possible because it's still sitting there. That's statistically impossible. Now, when I was a professor and I taught at the #1 school of business in the United States, I taught with a guy named Kyle Madsen. Kyle Madsen and I taught together. And the reason we taught together, we were the #1 school of business in the United States. I was on Wall Street. I'd been placed there by Dr. Clyde Cooley. He put me there. The #1 finance professor in the United States. I was his protege. I had the last letter of recommendation he ever wrote. When they announced the new MBA program here, I came back. I wanted the first MBA from here. So I come back, and Clyde had gotten BSE in his brain that summer while he's teaching. He was dying. That's the only reason they got this incredible MBA program. The #1 finance professor, he taught at the fucking highest of levels. I really was his protege. Everybody around here knows it. He died. He died quick in 99. He lived in Bountiful right there by Stair Cycle. It's heartbreaking. That death changed my life more than maybe even, well, not more, but as much as my father's death. I mean, so I come here and they're scrambling. This is going to be the number one answer. They got kids coming from all over the world. It's going to be, I mean, he's highly touted. Doesn't know what to do. Kyle has no fucking clue about financial markets. He's not teaching finance. He's, Kevin, you've got to fucking help me. You know, the dean, Kevin, you got to do this. What do you mean I got to do this? I don't even have a fucking MBA. So I'm going to teach the number one MBA program in the fucking United States without an MBA? Yeah, I said, that's not going to fly. How the fuck's that going to work? Well, you'll just have to teach for fucking, you'll have to do it under Kyle's name. We'll cut a deal with you. Fuck, really? All right. So, and I love Kyle. He's a fucking amazing guy. We go back to Berkshire Hathaway every year, he and I. I got to meet Warren Buffett many times. There was a gentleman named Bill Child and R.C. Willie's, incredible guy, who Buffett bought R.C. Willie's. He donated a huge amount of Berkshire A, so for the finance guy, Wall Street, the dean knew it. The dean knew how deadly I was. They all knew it. Sit on a huge endowment here. He's managing the school business's endowment. Kevin, can you help me? Of course. They were going to open, I'll tell you how successful I was in those days. The word was one of the rooms, they were going to gut it, open it up, and they were going to name it after me. It was before Clyde died, and then as Clyde died. They still haven't got one named after him. So they were going to name a trading room, and they were going to teach derivative arbitrage specialist stuff, hedging, in the one room. It would be named after me, plaque on the top, blah, 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 blah. Clyde died. I'm managing their endowment. We're going along. I'd been through a divorce. You know, the whole thing, I was so frustrated with Wall Street. When I come back, I'm like, I don't want to go back to fucking Wall Street. I really don't want to go back. I've fucking had it with them. You know, I could see it changing. My old boss was getting very fucking old. He was fucking still working. He was well in his 80s. He's an amazing fucking guy. Did a lot of great work, and I'll never forget it. 2000, he tells me, Kevin, he and Clyde were very close friends. Grew up together, University of Chicago. And with Fawn. I'd been mentored by Fawn McKay Brody. She really mentored me as a young boy. She really was my teacher. She's the greatest female writer in American history. She died in January of 1981, right after Lennon died. It was heartbreaking when she died of cancer. She's a fucking genius. Her and my grandma were fucking very close fucking friends. She loved me. She really mentored me in my style, who I was. She really, I mean, I don't know, maybe it was just the dynamic we lived. We went to the same high school. We had the same path in so many ways, but she was such a genius. She was so brilliant. She was so deductive thinking. So, as the literature goes forward, really, that's all my YouTube's ever been. You know, it's such literature. It has innuendos in it. It's such art. It has such metaphors built inside of it. They're all over inside there. So I'm teaching at the school business. Number one program. It's a disaster. Clyde's gone. They're trying to fucking make it work. These kids are pissed. Come from all over the world. Kyle can't fucking handle this. Kyle's a great guy. 2000. We go to the Berkshire Hathaway shareholder meeting. And the markets are raging. They're capitulating. I was one of the lead arbitrage derivatives guys on the Palm 3Com spin out. I was probably the lead guy. I'm the guy that identified the arbitrage. There was an arbitrage because they were spinning one out of the other. Fuck, 3Com was trading at a ridiculous fucking price compared to Palm, and Palm owned 3Com. They were still there. You were going to still get the stock. You were going to get it. So it was a basic, easy math, and I'm like, look at this arbitrage. You know, either 3Com's ridiculous too high, which I said, they ain't too high. This thing's flying. Palm's grotesquely undervalued. So, you know, trading calls on it. Fuck, I had the whole school trading calls on it. The whole fucking place was. I mean, I had people all over. Philanthropists from this rich town that I grew up in. I'm managing their fucking portfolios. You know, I'm fucking advising dozens of people. I'm living in the biggest fucking house in Weaver County at the fucking time. You know, I'm all caught up in the fucking money because I've been in Wall Street. I'm all caught up. I'm young. I'm fucking young Mel. You know, sexually motivated, money motivated, you know. Still the hardcore environmentalist. Fighting for the environment every day, but fuck, all this money's coming at me and whatever. And I'm an artist. My big house, green, white, red, spectacular thing. My beautiful children, raising my daughters, you know, I got so much going. So it's going on. That's the day the market capitulated, March 10th, 2000. The day the bomb spun. IPO. The IPO was originally going to price at fucking $14. It priced at 174. It went from 174 to 80 within 3 hours. It was the craziest thing in fucking history. Anyway, the whole thing, the whole school, the whole dynamic. We go back to the Berkshire Hathaway shareholder meeting. The market's still flying, but it's starting to fucking come apart. And on Wall Street, my boss used to say it. They used to say it here. Kyle Madsen, Clyde Cooley, Mike Vaughn used to always say it. Kevin, I never seen anybody forecast these fucking Fed's moves like you. I've written book after book after book on the Fed. The Fed was fucking set up here. Mariner Eccles, fucking, I knew him very personally. My grandfather and he very close fucking friends. The Federal Reserve is named after him. He lived right here. He didn't die till the 1980s. Lived right here. One of my neighbors. Pretty amazing. He called himself the Great Socialist. I'm like, they got a fucking raise. They're starting to smell inflation. I'd never missed one. My whole career in the 80s and 90s, never missed one. On the quarter. That fuckhead rat Greenspan. I fucking bitched about Greenspan the whole time. He's an Ayn Rand. He's a fucking rat. He's going to fucking unwind Glass-Steagall. He's going to unwind everything. He's going to gut this fucking country. So, which I was right about that fucking rat. I'm like, I miss it. That fall. I'm like, what the fuck? He didn't not only raise, he lowered. I'm like, what the fuck's he doing? You can see the inflation. Then I realized this guy doesn't give a fuck about traditional classical medicine. The Fed only has one fool for inflation, the interest rate. This guy does not give a fuck. This guy's insane. This guy's going to fucking free market fairy tale the interest rate to fucking zero and just leave it there, and we'll fucking annihilate the middle class, and there will be no middle class. You know, Bill Walmart Clinton, which I still do not believe Bill Clinton is the son of this guy who supposedly got killed and was the bastard child, just fucking grew up without a fucking dad. I still do not believe one fucking word of it. You know, these people that say that Nelson Rockefeller's son, I don't believe that either. But I think he's connected. I mean, this guy was the biggest fucking rat. You know, Perot called him out. Perot said it. Perot fucking tariff. I knew as soon as he signed NAFTA, it was over. We were gutted. I fucking knew it. So we're at the Berkshire Hathaway shareholder meeting. We got 100 shares in the universe, so we could go to the yellow party. You have to have 100 fucking shares of Berk A. You know what Berk A trades for? We're talking well over $10 million you have to have. So it's all these rich oligarchs. You ever see this party in Omaha? We get to go because the school has that many. So we've gotten to know Buffett over time. Kyle got to know him really well. I knew him pretty well too. You know, and he'd make a big deal out of it. We'd bring students back there. It was a lot of fun, by the way, a lot of fun. His shareholder meeting is hilarious, by the way. You go sit in there. It is hilarious. He's hilarious. You get all these fucking gazillionaires flying into little Omaha, Nebraska from all over the fucking world, the old cow town like Ogden. So I get a meeting. First time I met him was in 2000. Get to go through the line. Well, he's taking a lot of heat because he refuses to buy tech stocks. He was calling it a bubble then. He was calling it a bubble and it was already starting to come up. And everybody's just grilling because these tech stocks are flying high, including Amazon, which still is. So he is going, you know, he's under heat. Everybody's like, fuck, how come you won't even pull a little bit, you know? And he's just standing his ground. He's standing his ground. So he's getting frustrated because the people are coming at him over and over and over on this thesis. So he's got his security with him. You know, it looks like a fucking NFL team. You know, 6 of them on each side of him. To understand, you get to walk through and shake his hand. So we're walking through, you know, I get to him, Mr. Buffett. You know, I don't play that shit. Oh, it's an honor to meet you, about fucking these celebrities. I've never been that way. They're people. I talk to them like I would talk to you. You know, just how you know, like a human being. And that's why a lot of these people relate to me, even rich people, poor people, whatever. I can relate to anyone. You can throw me any situation in the world, I can relate. I mean, from the very richest to the very poorest, because I talk to people on the basic human elements like another person, because they're all people. You people think there's some kind of alien in these. They're not. They're not. They've been placed there usually by circumstances, usually by luck, usually by you. You know, free market fairy tale, the fox fucking the poor supporting the richest. So I'm like, Mr. Buffett, you know what I say about you having a bad year? Because it's the only bad year you ever really had, 99. He was really snooty about it. It pissed him off that I even said it. And he says to me, what the fuck does that mean? And I says, even Babe Ruth had slumps. I know he's a baseball nut. And I just walk off, you know. Bob back, Kyle's like, hey, he's waving you over. He's waving you over. He's got a big old smile on his face. What did you say to him? I told Kyle what I said. Kyle loved it. And he says, he's waving you back over. So I walk back where Mr. Buffett says, what's your name? And I says, I'm with Kyle Weber State, Kevin Blanch. Oh, great, you know. And he says, can I get a photograph with you? He asked me. Oh, I'd love to, you know. So he takes this great photograph, great big smile on his face. It was great. And, you know, Kyle had it in his office for years. And, you know, and then he sent it to the school. But it was, the whole market was coming apart then, and I knew it. I could feel it. I could sense it. I was burned out on it. I was sick of it. I was tired of the corruption, and not because of the corruption per se of what in today's world. Today's world's 1,000 times what it was then. It's 1,000 times. I had experienced so much fucking death in my life through leukemia. Father, I was going through a lot of hard fucking times then, you know. And Kyle fucking dies. I was heartbroken, really, over all the fucking death and the fucking anti-nuclear fight that I'd been involved in since I was a boy. I've been fighting, and I could see we're losing. So I remember the day I told my boss, I'm not coming back. Are you crazy? The fuck, you're going to give up this? Yeah, I can't do it anymore. I don't want to do it. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to come back to my Hawking trial, which I kept my plasma business going the whole time. You know, I had my little Giacomo, Jerry, Stacy. They ran it for me. Butch, they're childhood friends. Our crew stayed together for fucking decades. We're friends since we were kids. An amazing fucking crew. We kept it rolling. We kept it going. But at that point, all of a sudden, you started to see legal labor creeping in. So as the financial markets started to unravel a little bit, imagine the school endowment, University of General Electric. Well, again, I'm doing all the work, getting no credit. I'm begging them to hedge their portfolios. Whatever. Well, Kyle's wife is a surgical nurse at McQuack B, the place that almost killed me. By the way, I was in there last night. My daughter got sick, visiting her. So, all of a sudden he gets a cough. He's a non-smoker. You know, non-drinker. He was overweight. So, his wife makes him go in. He's got lung cancer, just like that. He eroded so fucking fast, so incredible, and he fucking died. So then the school comes to Mike and says, hey, we're giving you a new provost job. The school's had 5 fucking deans since. They went from the #1 school business in the United States to fucking off a cliff, 0. I bailed the fuck out of there. I'm like, fuck you. This place is a fucking joke anymore. A bunch of fucking rats running it. They played fucking games with my degrees. They played games with me. I have 2 PhDs. Two. You know. And so my academia career, my mind, my plastering career, my anti-nuclear fight, fucking try me. I love these people that dig into my background. Want to fucking find, it's all right there. I don't dig into other people's, but go ahead. Fucking find out everything about me, then come try me. Come fucking try me. You know, come try me. Try me on fucking nuclearism. Try me on financial markets. Try me with that Hawking trial. Fucking try me. Try me. Well, I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. I fucking went through a lot of shit. A lot of heartbreak in my fucking life. A lot of fucking heartbreak and tragedy in my life. An incredible, way more fucking heartbreak and tragedy than one person should ever fucking deal with. Ever. Very autistic as a child. Struggled fucking watch the loved ones in my fucking life that I fucking love so much fucking die from these nuclear fucking rats. Self-educated in the nuclear. I'm self-educated in the fucking nuclear realm. Yeah, I have a classical education in finance. Self in fucking nuclearism. I'll go toe-to-toe with anybody in the fucking world, and my videos will fucking prove it. I'm so fucking proud of my fucking YouTube fucking videos from day one. Everybody jumps in this fucking 2 years later, 3 years later, 4 years, and they want to fucking challenge me. Fucking please. Please. That's why I'm so proud of them, because there they are. There they are for the world to see, and it will take time. It will take time for the fucking regurgitating fucking goats to look back and say, oh my God, look at this. It's starting to happen. I get people come to me, oh my God, I looked at your video on March 18th. I looked at your video on March 12th. I looked at your video on March 5th. Oh my God. Oh my God. I looked at you on fucking June 14th when it re-blew up again. Oh my God. Oh my God. Because there it is. It's recorded in history and time. And you can't take that from me. You can play all kinds of fucking head games with me. Everybody can fucking play all kinds of head games with me. Cancer fucking changed my fucking life. You know, my life, it was what it was before 3/11. I was in the Energy Solutions dump site in fucking Nevada when Fukushima happened protesting. Me and Todd James. We're out there, and there's a video fucking on YouTube to prove it. We got a video of the flag at fucking Lundover that day. I had no idea it happened. As it's happening, protesting by myself, bringing in the Italian waste to the Energy Solutions dump site. A nuclear protest by myself again, just like it'll be at the Enola Gay this year, by my fucking self again, which I do for 30 years. The biggest crowd I've had is 4. That's okay. You know, for years it was 2. You know, Anna, the feminine girl who's dead, died of fucking leukemia. So many. It happens. I get home. I saw the TV in those days. I see it explode. It took me 6 hours to get that video uploaded. Called it to a perfect T. I think my mind was so intense and so fucking focused and so good on this whole fucking gig. So fucking amazing on this whole gig. I shot off the hip. I could sense it. I fucking knew it. That on April 3rd, I think it's the most important video I ever did. One of them, anyway. On April 3rd, 2011, right on the front page of my website, I says they are fucking dumping plutonium into the Pacific fucking Ocean. They're dumping plutonium into the Pacific fucking Ocean. These fucking rats. I go fucking crazy. I don't have any proof that they're doing that. I'm flying off intuitive sense and some of the fucking emails that I'm getting out of Japan and some of the other fucking information, because I got everybody in the fucking world sending me stuff and crap. In fact, they've all backed out, so many people, and you can't blame them. So burned out. But I have a lot of strength. I have a lot of endurance, and I'm not fucking backing out. You can fucking try to back me down, because I'm fucking standing my fucking ground to the day I fucking die, just like I did with cancer. Just like everybody says, oh, well, how come you're not declaring yourself better? It's been, 3 years, 2 years. Well, I'm running this race to the fucking end. I'm not going to let these fuckers catch me on the fucking wire. I'll fucking say I'm fucking better and I'm a survivor when the doctors tell me I can say, which March 5th, that's when the doctors told me. I didn't know they were going to do it. I came back from Helen Keller's bullshit fucking symposium, which I knew she was a con fucking artist from fucking, I knew. She's a scam artist. She's not anti-nuclear. She never has been. Tells everybody that can't use the F word, can't talk about Fukushima because it sells her investors, scares her investors. Okay. Sit through that fucking nightmare for 2 fucking days. Ask Patrick McCormick. Ask Finnegan. Finnegan says, fuck, I'm fucking going to have to drink 2 fifths fucking get through this. It's outrageous. So I come home before I did my fucking walk, which fucking kicked the fuck out of me. Whoa, that was brutal. It was awesome, but it was so fucking hardcore on my body. But it gave me a lot of strength, physically, mentally. The doctors, I had my scheduled appointment on my blood work, and Dr. Oda just walks in. Kevin, just like this, calm as could be. We usually wait a little bit longer, but we're cutting you loose. What? No, we're declaring you a survivor today. What? Really? And so you know me. My mind always questions. Why? Because I'm out of insurance, got cut off Medicaid? Fuck, I ain't got enough money to give you fuckers anymore? He laughed. No. He had tears in his eyes. He says, you're amazing. He says, I got to tell you, we've watched you. We've watched this fight. Watch you swing yourself off all the drugs. Watch yourself fucking fight. He says, I've never seen anything like it. We knew that if you could make the 2-year period, you had a fighting chance. We knew that you were the guy that could overcome all this, because most people, they won't even try to treat them with this type of disease at my age. You hit that 2-year, then we watched the next year. We watched you go. We watched you fight. We watched your intensity. And you did it all on your own with not one single drug in your body. Just did it. We're watching your blood works. Yeah, your platelet counts are still low to this day, but they'll stay low the rest of your life, we believe. So I never called myself a survivor. I never called myself, because I watched too many people do it, including Tony Gwynn. So many people. My guess, that's what's happening with Jamie Dimon right now. You run this race, you have to run to the fucking end. Wherever the end may be. Human beings were never supposed to be comfortable and sit behind a keyboard and just fucking do it. And that's important work. Social media has been very important to move these subjects forward. But that's not what my life is. My life's in the fucking arena. It's always been in the fucking arena. Always. I'll go back to my finance career. Hopefully. I'll go back to my Hawken trial. But my doctors tell me I can't. I talked to him the other day. Like, I want to go back to plastering. Even when I was on Wall Street, that was my love. I want to go back to sand, cement, and lime and fucking making those. I want to be the fresco artist that I was all over that everybody knew. But there's chemicals in the cement. They make the cement right up here at Lost Creek. I know that. I know what's in them. They cleared it to 6,000 degrees. And I get it all over my body. When I go, oh, do I go. So he's like, well, I think we should give it a little more fucking time. Okay. So I do what I do. I'll fight the nuke industry the fucking every last breath of my fucking life. And I'm to the point now that I really appreciate, the people that have supported me and the people. I mean, I think a lot of people don't understand this because they're so fucking self-indulgent and they're so fucking arrogant, baby boomers. The big piece of my YouTube site that these people will never comment. You'll never see a comment in a million years from them. You know how many people have gotten cancer post-Fukushima that have followed along with me and fought their fight, their incredible, good fight, with leukemia, with all kinds of cancers, toe-to-toe with me every day. They fought along, they fought for their own lives, for their children's lives, for different loved ones' lives. You know how many people, and I go back through and I look at the fucking comments in my fucking YouTube site. I go back and I look through them. You know how many people that have commented, and I leave the comments up that are dead now? Paul, fuck, all over in there. I mean, his comments was us. Everybody in the YouTube community knew him. He's one of my lifelong best friends. He got sick at the same time as I did. We went through the treatment together. We fought together. We did everything together. I mean, his funeral was so surreal. He passed. I thought he had it licked. I mean, there's so many of them in there. The comments are still there, and now they're dead. Dana, I think about that beautiful young woman so much. Her brother would go in and do videos as she was dying. Put them on YouTube. She was an amazing girl. Really amazing woman. Tracy, he was all over in there. Judy, I mean, there's so many of them that have gone. But there's others that have lived. And they've moved on with their lives because they have survived. Well, I have a philosophy. I'm a big believer in karma. If you have cancer, of any kind of cancer, I don't give a fuck if it's cancer that's, 98% curable or 100% curable, or it's less than 1% curable. I don't care. You survive. Because it only takes the good ones. You got work to do. You don't just get a fucking life handed to you on a silver platter to be an air-sucking, fucking earth-crawling, fucking this person and make judgments about fucking other people and fucking do whatever. You don't have that fucking right. You think you do. No, humanity's much more than that. I understand the humanities. I understand humanity. That's because I'm the artist. There's a fucking payback for this beautiful, gifted life. I don't need fucking money. You know, somebody called me the other day and said, what are you going to do? You go. What do I need fucking money for? What the fuck do I need money for? I don't. I have a little teeny house payment of $500 a fucking month. That's all. That's all. I don't have a car payment. I don't have any fucking debt. So what do I need money to fucking live on for? So people think, and it's just like when I was on Wall Street. That's never been an issue with me. I cannot have one fucking penny to my fucking name. I'm perfectly happy. I'm perfectly fine. The things that I've done in my life have nothing to do, never fucking been about money. Never. Now, when I was younger, maybe sexually motivated, absolutely. I'm a man. Still, I mean, I was in Europe. I hooked up with a couple amazing European girls, incredible females, because they're still sexual, they're still open, they're still happy, they're still loving, they still care about, and they're not all caught up in the fucking money. I don't give a fuck, because I'm an environmentalist. I know what makes me happy, the environment. I'm an artist. I could take a fucking stick off the ground. I can find some fucking berries and make my paint. I can find some paper to paint on. I could sit and watch the mountains. I can go for a hike, and it won't cost me anything. I can go fucking walk. That's what I do. When I go on all this activism that I've done all over, I fucking walk incredible distances. It slows down. It's the mental meditation. It presses my body. I've pressed my body to the fucking limit so fucking hardcore. I mean, with that backpack on, walking 10, 15 miles a day, up and down, oh my God. You want to, at my age? Every day, day in, day out. You know, I'm all over, pressing myself, because I want to live. You know, I've told people for years, you try to figure me out, you try to stereotype me because I'm a maverick. I've never done anything traditional in my whole life. Ever, ever, never, never. I don't believe in the traditional contemporary way. It's fucked up. It's always fucked up. I do things my fucking way. A different fucking way. And in an abstract fashion. I've always lived abstractly. But one thing changed it, where I could not live 100% abstractly. No one can. Nuclear fallout. Nuclear fallout in the fucking jet stream. By the way, the last couple of days, my fucking Geiger counter has been going crazy. I can't live abstractly. I have to be part of this fucking fabric. The jet stream. The fucking ocean currents. All of it. Fukushima. Fukushima is the greatest socialistic, communist fucking issue in human history. You could fucking live on a border. You can live in a different country. It's just like in Austria. They're protectionist. Oh, try getting into foreign goods in there. Try go being a foreigner and trying to go live there. Ain't happening. Kind of like the U.S. Very healthy society. Very healthy society. Protectionist. Big time. Protect their food chain, protect their children, protect their fucking jobs, protect their environment. But here's the problem. Even a wonderful, amazing, fucking incredible place like that, nuclear fallout, knows no borders. Fucking circles the globe so fucking fast. And when you get cancer, like I did on October 13th, and I just didn't get no little stomach ache. I mean, it hit me like a fucking truck. Met this young, beautiful girl in Czech. We're talking. I don't even know how the cancer conversation come up. Having a beer. He says, yeah, you know, well, I got, in fall of 2011, I got fucking AML leukemia cancer. It was given 2 months to live. She just real calmly says, just like this, real calmly, in her quiet voice, says, me too. I stop and I said, what? Did I hear you right? Because she spoke very broken English. Did you say me too? You got cancer? Yeah. AML, she says. No. Yeah. Same month as I got it. She pulls down her shirt. There's her fucking scar. I'm like, oh my God. She says, yeah, just one day, hit me like a truck. She says, but my mom's a nurse. And my mom is such a self-confident woman right there. And my mom told me right off the get, right when they diagnosed me, told me my chances were very slim. Went into the bone marrow transplant unit just like I did. Her mom told her, "Oh no, you're not just going to lie down and feel sorry for your fucking self. You're going to fight. You're going to fight, and you're going to fight fucking hardcore, and you're going to get out of this bed, you're going to go, and you're going to fight, and you're not going to fucking die. You got it? You got it?" Because she was so self-confident, and she says, "My mom had me freaking trained to fight, and I fought." You know, and that beautiful blonde hair, hers came back. Now, Allison, who's in the picture with me, that beautiful, incredible, I mean, you want to talk a militant female. She was given no chance. She fought inside the primaries and inside those units for 6 fucking years. Her hair didn't grow back. I mean, she leaves it bald, so she keeps it shaved to this day. How beautiful is she? How militant is she? But I've learned one component, and I've always known this. They're all mavericks. The survivors, the people that freaking get things accomplished, the things to do it, they never go along with contemporary ways. They don't follow this so-called chiseled-out path. The chiseled-out path in work, in academia, in knowledge, in physicality, all of it. They don't follow that path because they have one simple component. There's one really, and a lot of Americans had it for a long time. And it's taken me a long, long time to understand why the media covers up, why people lie, why people can't see when things happen. And it finally has come to me, and I've finally got the whole equation figured out. It took me a long time. People do not think for themselves. People are not self-confident. They just not worry about what other people are doing and focus on their own lives. No, they got to snoop into other people's fucking path. They got to dig into things. They got to fucking slurp and floop around what somebody else is doing. That's lack of self-confidence. They cannot think for themselves. So they're letting someone else think for themselves. America was plumb full of people who thought for themselves. It has a vast, incredible history, the United States. I don't know why I call it America. It's not America. It's the United States. America was full, chief. Those people are freaking going away. And is it because the television's hypnotized them? They've been chemtrailed, the food chain. There's all components of that. There's no doubt. The food chain's a fucking disaster here. After being in Europe, it's a fucking catastrophe. It's apathy. It's lazy. It's comfortability. It's fucking being comfortable. Being comfortable is not fucking happy. And it's that simple. They've confused comfortable with happy. To take that first step in a physical way into the arena, to do that, Teddy's great quote, to actually do that, that's fucking scary. It's fucking hard. Is it dangerous? Fuck yes, it's dangerous. It's really dangerous. But that's where all these joys come from. Taking those steps. And fewer and fewer and fewer individuals do it because they lack the self-confidence. They're fucking not going to fucking do it. They're too comfortable. They're too comfortable to take that. Watching their TV, on their computer screen, being able to get a fucking access to whatever they need in a comfortable way. But that's not happy. I think of the things that I've done in my life that bring me the most joy. They've been pretty risky and pretty freaking crazy stuff, you know. I call it fucking mental masturbation, you know. To me, I mean, you're out in this thing, it's all become this facade. To actually physically touch, to physically kiss, to physically walk, to physically touch the fucking ocean, to physically fucking see it, to physically fucking do it in a physical way, in a conscious way. The only way you can do that's walking. I don't even think you can do it on a bike. It moves too fast. Surely not going to do it in a fucking car. It's that old fuck thing, one step at a time. Put the foot forward. Fucking get out of there and just fucking walk in there and see what happens. See how it goes, and that's where all the joy is. It's hard, it's scary, and it gets fucking frustrating, and it's fucked up sometimes. And sometimes, like, I had some places in Europe and some times in Europe that it was very fucking scary. I was fucked up. I was depressed. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, lost, fucking dark. I was lost in fucking Berlin. It was lost. It was fucking dark. Bunch of crazy motherfuckers, dangerous. You know, several places. And I'm like, what the fuck? What am I going to do? Can't speak the language. You know, I mean, fuck. Very scary. But, you know, hang in there, Kev. Fuck, if you got to walk all night, just hang in there. You know, fuck, you'll be okay. You know, you got good skills, you got good communication skills, you got good, you know, body language. Fucking use it. You know, which I did a lot in Europe. I used a lot of body language in Europe. You know, which people do it to me too. I can understand what people are saying, they don't, even without speaking the language. And I hang in there. That's what we do. That's what I did through fucking cancer. When I was in the hospital, Kelly comes in, she's, Kevin, it's like putting money in the bank that you don't have. You just keep putting the money in the bank and hang in there. You fucking hang in there. You hang in there. She says, I'm here to tell you, you can't see it, but you're going to spit out the other end. And this whole path will come to fucking fruition in your mind. Because they all know my past. She's, you know, she helped me a lot. Because I was so depressed because I had all that money in the market when I got sick. I had all that Tesla stock. I had all those derivatives on Apple, and I'm sitting there dying, watching them go crazy. Watching my portfolio fucking double, triple, quadruple. I mean, going nuts. Watching Tesla go from 14 to fucking 200. Watching the Apple derivatives go from fucking 280 to 600, from $30 to 12. Watching it. Watching my silver that I bought, triple leverage. You know, I bought triple leverage silver that summer at 47. Videos to prove it. Shorted gold in the triple leverage at 1900 just in August. Watching them fall apart. On the triple leverage. I don't buy stocks. I buy the options. I buy the derivative. Watching this portfolio go and thinking to myself, oh my God, this is the best fucking roll I've ever been on financially, and I had to fork it all over. So she comes in. They all know that. The hospital knows everything about me. She's like, Kevin, this was your path. As you said it, she says, I've heard it say it because they watch my YouTubes. She says, I've heard you say it. Your path was chiseled in stone before you were born. You followed it. She says, if you'd still been on Wall Street, even if you'd had all this fucking money, if the timing's been just a little bit different, you would have died. You found one doctor, you were so militant, you found a YouTube video, because every doctor had me, this disease was so tricky and crazy on you, this was, you know, all the years in this hospital, yours is probably the most hardest to diagnose we've ever had. You got lucky. Because you fucking were so militant and you fought and you ended up with Vincent Hansen. And he figured it out right at the end. If this path was any other place, because I was going to go to the Mayo Clinic, my uncle's there. She says, you would have went anywhere. Any other path, you would have died. You do know that. This happened, your path, and you followed your path, and it's going to spit out I know you're depressed, you're sick, and you're heartbroken. Because I was in there. It's fucking by yourself, you're shucked up to fucking nothing, you know. I mean, it just strips everything in the fucking world away from you. It takes everything from you. She says, no, you hang in there, and that's what I've done. And I've listened to her. I believed in her, and I believed in me, and I've listened. So I've kept going with my YouTube site, and I've kept going, you know, financially destroying me. I've kept just kind of following the path as people have come to me. Hey, let's travel. Hey, let's do this. Let's make this. Let's do it. Okay, because I felt like it was the path. It was the journey. I felt like that's what post-ignorance had to be. I'm just a vehicle. You know, okay. And that place will come. I can't see that place. I don't even know that place exists. But I've had faith. And I've kept faith. And I've gone away one day at a time, one step at a time, fucking broke, fucking sick, in this fucking path, this fucking, as many people call it, a dead end. It's not a dead end. It's not a fucking dead end. It's the ultimate fight, the greatest story ever fucking told in the history of fucking mankind is Fukushima, and I fucking told it. Now, will there be some kind of fucking reward? Yeah, there's a fucking reward. It's called life. It's my fucking life. I'm alive. I love fucking life. I love my children. I love my grandchildren. I love this mighty fucking Wasatch, these beautiful mountains that I live on. I love the fucking tundra swans, the fucking geese, the fucking ducks. I love the fucking landscape. I love winter, spring, fall, fucking summer. I love all of it. I love fucking people. I love beautiful fucking girls. I love fucking great fucking children who laugh like my grandson. I love my daughters. I love fucking all these people. I love humanity. I love trees. I love trees. I'm a tree nut. I have my favorite trees I can just go look at or sit in. I like fucking different foods. I like the touch of some beautiful female putting her finger up under my chin and touching me. You know, somebody just saying, I love you, Kevin. You know, or I saying back, I love you. I love my little grandson putting his arms around me and saying, Grandpa, I love you. That's all. You know, so these people will pile on me. And if I go out, fuck them. Fuck every fucking one of them. I don't do that to other people. I don't dig into other people's fucking past because I don't give a fuck. It's none of my fucking business. I'm an individual. I'm a person. I was given a fucking life. I was giving a life. That's a gift. I've known that since I was a child. I've known, whether it be God or whoever gives you this fucking beautiful, incredible life on this beautiful, incredible planet. It is such a gift. Human life, every breath we take, every piece of food we eat, every cup of coffee we drink, every girl we kiss, every freaking person we hold their hand, every tree we is a fucking gift. That nobody owes us any of that. It's a fucking gift. And to not give back, I've always given back. Always. My whole fucking life, I've coached fucking teams, I've refereed fucking sports, I've fucking given to the community, I've fucking done fucking with my hawk and trial, I've done so much free work, fuck whatever, because that's what I have to do, because not because, well, I shouldn't say have to, I want to. I want to. It's simple, the Pacific Ocean. I've said it so many times. I fight for her, she fights for me. That's all. That's all. And I'm happy. I'm a very happy person. You know, broke? Oh, fuck yeah. You know, struggled? Oh, fuck yeah. Under attack? No thanks. I get no fucking thanks for all this. None. You know, I get my beautiful crowd on YouTube who are amazing, beautiful people. Say, Kevin, I love you, thank you. I get a lot of phone calls. I get a lot of stuff in the mail. I get beautiful poetry sent to me in the mail, beautiful letters sent to me. I get all kinds of incredible gifts. There's a group of people, all of them, they're every nook and cranny, that they're so thankful to me. There's thousands of them, by the way. Thousands. I have gifts and cards and letters from many hundreds. I mean, because there are people out there that care and give a fuck. And don't expect anything from me. They just are grateful and thankful for what I've done to try to help them live, to try to them explain this in a fucking reasonable way. Yeah, screaming, yelling, ranting, yeah, that's reasonable. That's the way it had to be. I look back on it, did it perfectly. That's what fucking artists do. So, you know, I've been able to relax for the first time because a doctor actually told me, hey, Kevin, I think you're okay. But remember, right after he told me okay, I went for my walk up the coast. That was hardcore. Then I fucking went to Europe. I've been able to fucking reflect a little bit the last fucking week or so. I've been actually relaxed for the first time in 4.5 years. The first time I've relaxed, well, even longer than that. You know, longer than that, I've been able to relax. You know, I'm not caught up in all that. I don't have a fucking job I have to fucking kiss somebody's ass. I don't have fucking these deadlines I have to fucking meet. I'm actually relaxed to the point where I really feel like when I was a child again, born again. I was a very happy child because I lived in this beautiful Utah, California. So in love with the landscape, so in love with these mountains, so in love with fucking all of it. You know, my art, my pencils, my paints, you know, my writing. I've been writing since I was a kid, had beautiful people around me, had great teachers, great mentors. Yeah, I struggled. I had a hard fucking time. You know, but so what? Who the fuck doesn't? You know, we toughen up, we gutten up. What it has to be. So where do we go from here? I don't know. The work's been done with Fukushima. You know, they've got all the information sealed up, and if they has it, you know, they've got it all taken care of. But that's what the people wanted. That's what America wanted in the aggregate. That's exactly what they wanted is what they got. If the power of the people fucking really fucking in an articulate way rose up and says, you're not covering this up, they wouldn't cover it up. You're not keeping the disease rate at 0%, putting the fucking debt at 20 fucking trillion and allowing people to pay cash to fucking so-called illegal people and exploiting them. If the people stood up, it would not happen. The fucking people hold all the fucking power. They have always hold all the power. Have they been tricked? Have they been co-opted? I guess. I don't know. Chemtrails? Fucking wow. I don't know, it didn't work on me. Food chain's all fucked up, but that's the way America wants the food chain all fucked up. They want it like that. Fucking, they just passed, Congress passed where you don't have to label fucking meat, the fucking country of origin the other day. 313 votes yay, I think fucking 13 nay. That's what America wants. America's bought into this dogma. They're fucking degenerate. This is a degenerate, sick fucking nation of a bunch of sick fucking... It's simple. It's simple. It's really simple. It's the baby boomers. It's the baby boomer generation. They were born spoiled with a silver spoon so far up their fucking ass it was ridiculous. Their parents had struggled, gone through the Depression, gone through the Great fucking War, came out the other end in this incredible, incredible socialist system. Tax rate on the 1%, 90%, because when Bonnie and Clyde would rob a bank, they'd fucking stand up and clap. Dillinger was a celebrity. They hated the fucking oligarchs and the fucking wealth. Hated them. They saw what it did in 1929. They saw Hoover and the oligarchs and the fucking J.P. Morgans. They saw it because they were starving to death. They remembered when they were children, their mom and dad didn't even have enough milk to give them. They're physically starving to death. They remembered. They remembered. So they joined together. When they saw somebody else hungry and starving, they said, that was me. I'm them. They were the greatest socialists in human history. They cared about it. We grew up in it. We grew up in it, born in the 50s and the 60s with a silver spoon so far up our fucking ass, no debt. Zero debt. This country's so filthy, stinky, fucking rich. Everybody had a job. One person in the family worked, usually the father. $106,000 a year in today's dollars. 40 hours a week. You didn't work over. Time and a half, double time, none of that shit. Labor had all the cards. Full 100% medical. You worked 20 years and retired. When we fucking graduated from high school, it wasn't, okay, what career are you going to go after? College was free for the most part. Fucking do whatever you want. Keg parties, smoking weed, sleeping fucking sex, everything. Wide open. Allowed to fly. Nice cars, cool fucking land. I mean, able to do whatever we want. Born with a silver spoon up our asses. Everybody. There was no poverty. I mean, very little poverty in there. There was regions. Yeah, there was places like in Virginia and on the Mexican border. There was regions, but for the most part in the aggregate, the country was very rich. The baby boomer was so spoiled, wants it all. Think about it. Let's go invade Iraq, invade 2 fucking wars, but we're not going to pay for it. But yeah, let's go kill them fucking people over there that did nothing to us, and we're not paying for it. Baby boomers. Spoiled, rotten little fucking kids who never grew up. 70-year-old spoiled, rotten fucking kids who never grew up. Oh, we want the interest rate is 0. We want cheap money. We're not about taking classical medicine. We want our fucking fake rock, fake stucco. We want fucking nice, fucking big, beautiful fucking homes that we aren't built fucking cheaply. We don't want to pay for that fucking quality stuff. We want cheap fucking money. We want fucking all this fucking stuff. We want it all, but we're not about to pay for it because we're me. John Steinbeck said it perfect. We simply went from the we to the I. He said that about the 30s, the Grapes of Wrath, which I call the Grapes of Wrath, the molded Grapes of Wrath. We simply went, this is Kevin Blanch, this is me. All these cliches, these one-liners are all over, fucking hundreds of them. They're all me. Post-ignorance is me inside of me. It's the flame inside of me spilling out. You want to understand post-ignorance? Just fucking look at me. Just come talk to me. Go for a walk with me. That's the only way you're ever going to know me. You're ever going to know me when I show up and say things, and you come and you go for a walk with me. And a lot of people have done it. A lot of people have gone for it. That's the only way you'll ever know me. That's the only way you'll ever know post-ignorance. There'll come a time when my art will hang in fucking museums, and these fucking videos will beam all over. That time will come. But in the time being, the work had to be made. It had to be done. I've said it so many times, all these one-liners, it's not the painting of the soup can, it's the idea to paint the soup can. Again, that's the fucking New York Times fucking art critic on Andy. It hit him. It wasn't the painting of the soup can, it was the idea. But I take it again further. But then you have to paint the fucking soup can. That takes hard work. We simply went from the fucking we to the I, to the capital we, back to the capital baby boomer I. Kevin Blanch. Stay tuned.
All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. Twin Gate, 311, whatever you